Hey there, so here's Menasor. Basically mostly Motor Master with drag strip. I don't have these other stunning cons yet. Anyways, one of my main criticism of him, that is if you watch my previous video of him, is that his proportions, particularly the legs. His thighs are just too short and skinny. Good news is there is an add-on kit from DNA Design that fixes that, as well as adds other extras like a much bigger sword. That one that he has right now is just way too wimpy. Only problem is it's $60 US, which I believe is a little bit pricey, and especially if you include shipping. If you don't get free shipping, depending on your location. Anyways. Fortunately enough for me, I got a 3D printer a few days ago, and I made a short video of it. It's mostly just unboxing, setup, and first print. Anyways, so I got that, and when I was browsing, I found these guys. So they are leg add-ons. You can put it together and attach it on the back of his trailer. And then obviously you can slide it on him, and it comes in 4 pieces. I didn't print the back piece because you won't really see that anyways, but you do have that options. And here's a time-lapse video of it being printed. Oh yeah, so it looks so much better with those add-ons, and yeah, not just taller but just beefier, stronger, really. Obviously that color doesn't really work well. If I had a black filament, like a roll of it, then we didn't have to do anything else, but now I'm gonna have to paint that. So let me do that and come back. So here it is, freshly painted, and yeah, pretty bad a painting job, but it'll have to do. But it started off as something like this, and yeah, it has quite a few issues. First, you need to remove this. I imagine this is for stability because it's printed upright like this. But yeah, you're gonna have to remove that, and in addition to that, you need to clean up the bottom, especially the connector area. So you'll need a file to do that, to kind of file off the excess and the stringiness, and make sure this slot in here is straight and has enough room for the connector, and then you'll need something like this, a sanding stick, to clean up the edge here, and yeah, and then you can use it. But let's look at the details here. So on the side you have some vents, you got this other panels at the bottom here, some indentation, some additional details, which is pretty neat. Looks like it has a vent in the front here, some more design elements on the side there. There's a hole there so that you can connect the 2 legs together. The other one has a peg. And then in the back here, there's a hole where you can put a pin, and you print the back panel, which is more like a panel that you can use to close it. But I didn't bother with that. And yeah, then you paint it and you get something like this. And it's pretty neat how it connects. So you take Menasor here, you spin his leg like so. Actually, you take this and connect the lower leg You just slide in like that, and it's in there pretty secure. And then you can slide this in like so. So that's pretty smart. You just spin this and yeah. So that's what you have, and that's the difference. And if you take a ruler, you can see the difference is about 22 and a bit, 22 millimeters. That's a big difference. It's almost 1 inch. And in terms of thickness, you have it's at the widest part of it is a 32 millimeters compared to what it was before, which is, what is that, 22, so almost 1 centimeter difference. Yeah, so 1 centimeter, 1 centimeter in width and 2.2 centimeter in height. That's a big change. And yeah, so let's take a look at it when it's fully assembled. Oh, actually, before we do that, as you noticed, I have printed 2, and then I got this one, but there were even more. My first attempt was this. This was my first attempt. My very this is my second print ever on my 3D printer, and this is what I get. So what I tried to do was I took 2 files, one for each of the leg, put it together, and then tried to print it that way, thinking I was being smart and efficient. But what happened was that when it's printing like this, the printer or the nozzle keeps going back and forth, and it's not able to fully, I guess, close the extruder, and it was still emitting some filament between the two. Also, since it's going back and forth, it's wasting time that way, as opposed to just focusing in this small area, printing it, without traversing a larger area. So, not only that it took longer, it obviously didn't work too well. So, just yeah, learning moment there for sure. But if you print it separately, and this is what you get, and actually I'll show it to you now. Oh damn, yeah, freshly painted. Although I didn't really do too good of a job, especially the back. I just neglected it, and then, yeah, could throw on another coat, but damn, it looks good. It's not only taller, it's beefier. The legs just looks much better. The thighs, I mean the what do you call it? The shins were too boxy before, but now it just looks all right. The arms don't look too long anymore compared to before. Generally speaking, the proportions is just, it just works now with those leg add-ons. And I wish they came out of the box like this. I guess there were some obviously engineering issue transforming, the compromises they had to do, and yeah. But if they had a longer trailer, then they could have accommodated something like this inside. And yeah, I mean, like, it didn't really took a lot of material either, like printing this, although if they were gonna do it, they would have molded it, obviously, just like everything else. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I guess the next thing for me to do is look for the sword and the gun. Because the way it is right now, it just looks really odd, especially the sword. But I haven't been able to find any, so I guess what I'm gonna have to do is use the current sword as reference, use OpenCAD or something like that to modify and extend the blade. Yeah, and print it in black, paint the rest in silver, or use two filaments, combine it together. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, shout out to the creator. I'll put a link in the description to his page on Thingiverse. Yeah. Thanks for letting this happen. Anyways, tell me what you think about it. If you have a 3D printer, would you do something like this? Would you spend $60 for the DNI design add-on kit? Let me know in the comment below. And yeah, you know what? Since I have a 3D printer, I'm gonna start printing more stuff for Transformers. This is gonna be fun. Anyway, thanks for watching and come back soon.